Ushafa Pottery Center is a place where we carry out pottery making. That is the art of building pots, and not only pots but ornaments. These pots, they range from functional items to decorative items. In the center here, we have two areas of pottery making. We have the traditional area and also we have the modern area. But in all, the center as a whole started in a traditional way. It started in the year 1990 during the Better Life program of late Mrs. Babangida. The center became full-fledged in the year 1991. She came up with the idea, that's late Mrs. Babangida came up with the idea of wanting to empower the women of this community, that is the Ushafa community or Bill Clinton village. So she came up with pottery. She came up with this initiative to empower these women so they could do something very handy and crafty, thereby bringing in pottery to the village, bringing in pottery to this community. And the visit of Bill Clinton as far back as year 2000 brought Ushafa village to limelight. That's why the community is called Bill Clinton Village. Now, the pottery center, like I told us, in the area, we have two sections of pottery making. We have the traditional area and also we have the modern area. And majorly, in the center here, we produce items which range from functional ones to decorative ones. And in the center, the major material we use for production is clay. Clay can be seen or can be described as an earthy material, that is the material gotten from ground, which is plastic and elastic when it is wet, and rocky and hard when it is very, very dry. The clay has two types. We have the primary clay and also we have the secondary clay. The primary clay is the popular clay they call China clay. If you don't call it China clay, you can call it kaolin. If you don't call it kaolin, you can call it porcelain. The China clay, which they call the primary clay, which they call China clay, is usually whitish in nature. It is whitish because this clay has not been mixed, it has not been intermingled with decayed plants and animals, thereby it leaves it very, very pure. They refer to it as clay in its purest form. They refer to this clay as clay in its purest form. This primary clay has one distinct characteristic. This characteristic is that it has the ability to withstand a very, very high firing temperature without it melting, without it denting, without it changing from the original shape. This characteristic is called refractoriness. For a clay to be refractory, it simply means this clay can withstand a very, very high temperature. Now, that is the primary clay. Going down to the secondary clay. The secondary clay is this clay which has been mixed with dead plants and animals, thereby making it very, very plastic and elastic. If you encounter the secondary clay, because it has moved from one place to another, either by man, either by wind, either by water, it has been mixed with decomposed rocks and even dead plants and animals, it leaves this clay very, very plastic and elastic. Majorly in our center here, we use the secondary clay because it is usually very, very plastic and elastic. You can twist it, you can bend it to produce whatever you desire to produce. In the modern studio where we are now, we do two forms of production. We do the wheel throwing form of production and also the hand building form of production. If we don't use the potter's wheel to produce, we use our hand to produce. And the potter's wheel, they come in different forms. We have the kick wheel, we have the fly wheel, and also we have the electric wheel. Here we have the fly wheel, and over there we have the electric wheel. Then if you are going to use the fly wheel, we get our clay prepared, bring it to the wheel and work with it.